Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are safe at home. And in the previous class, we studied sets and functions also. We completed. Hope the concepts are clear to you. Today, we are going to start our third chapter, that is trigonometric functions. About trigonometry, you studied in 10th class. How to write down first one, what are the six trigonometric ratios, then how to find out the trigonometric ratios, identities, values also, correct? So we'll do some more questions there. So before that, we'll write down the basic concepts there which we studied there. So first one, whenever we have to draw any angle there, in lower classes you have drawn so many angles there. How you are drawing the angle? Yes, in this way. First what we are drawing, we are keeping a scale here, and then first we are drawing a line here in this way, correct? First we will draw a line AB. Suppose this is a line AB, and if I will say you to mark the angle BAC, then what you are doing? You are marking a point C here, but the correct is I am rotating this one. Suppose this pen is there, its starting point is here. So this is the starting ray, and after that I am rotating this one here. In this way I rotated, and after rotation I reached at this point. I marked this point as C there, and then I will join AC. So in this way, when we will rotate a ray or anything, then angle is formed there, correct? In this way we formed an angle here, okay, correct? So this was our initial point there. So this is called initial ray. This is called initial ray, and after that I reached here AC. So this ray is called terminal ray. Terminal ray. Okay, now all of you just check there. In the same way, I can rotate downwards also, correct? So suppose I have rotated downwards, the measurement is same there. So I rotated till here, and I am marking the point it as C dash here. So whether these two angles are same only, my direction is different there. Here I am going up, and here I am going down there. So whether the two measurements are equal, no change will come in their measurement. Okay. Now all of you all have seen a clock at your home. Okay. Now just to check the pattern, observe the pattern of the clock. Suppose at present time is 12:15. Okay. Time is 12:15. So how 12:15 they will represent here? The hour hand will be somewhat at the point 12, and minute hand will be at 3. 12:15. Okay. Now when the time will be equal to 12:30, what will be the position of the minute hand? What will be? At present minute hand is here. Now when the time will be 12:30, where will be the position of minute hand? Yes, minute hand will go in this way. Minute hand will reach at the point 6, correct? When the time will be equal to 12:30, correct? Time is increasing, but when the time is increasing, where I am going? I am going downwards in this way. So this is the position, this is the rotation way of a clock there, correct? In this way clock is rotating. So if I will relate here, this was our ray there, and I have moved downwards there. So when we are moving downwards, in coordinate geometry also we studied downwards, we are denoting it by negative sign. So here also, when we will move downwards, the angle will be denoted by negative. So if suppose the positive angle I am taking as theta here, so negative angle will be denoted by minus theta. So first position was here, and then I reached here. The angle is negative, but it was in clockwise direction, correct? 12:15, the minute hand is here. In 12:30, minute hand went here, downwards. So here also I moved downward. In which direction? In clockwise direction. So don't confuse here there. Normally the angles which you drawn in previous classes, we are drawing the angle in anti-clockwise direction. So whenever we are drawing in anti-clockwise direction, angle will be positive. This is anti-clockwise, and this one is clockwise. When we are going downwards, we are going in the direction of a clock there. So that's why it is called clockwise. And when we are moving in this way upward from top to bottom, we are coming here. So then it will be anti-clockwise. So when we are drawing anti-clockwise, you have to write the angle positive. And when we are drawing clockwise, angle will be negative. So just to draw this diagram so that this concept will be clear to you. Drawn this one? Okay. Now all of you, just to check. All of you, you might have seen a scale there. Okay. In scale, you might have checked here. This is 0 and 1. Between 0 and 1, we have so many lines there. The middle line will be some bigger, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in this way, markings are there in the scale. 0 to 1 means that is 1 centimeter. Correct? And these small measurements is called like 0 to, this is the first point. So that is called 1 millimeter. That's why we are saying 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. In the same way, in our protractor also, we have the angles in this way, 0 degree, then 1 degree, 2 degree. In this way, middle one is 90 degree. In this way, angles are marked in our protractor also. So in that protractor also, in protractor it is not visible. The parts are not visible. But when we are writing in degrees also, the angle here 0 degree and 1 degree is divided into 60 parts. The portion between 0 degree and 1 degree, in the same way, small portions are there and it is divided into 60 parts, 60 small parts, and each part is called a minute. Each part is called a minute there. So between 0 degree and 1 degree, that portion is divided into 60 parts. Small 60 parts. It is divided into 60 parts. So small parts there. So 60 small parts is equal to what we will write here, 60 small parts, and each part is called a minute there. Okay, so we can say 1 degree is equal to 60 minute. Okay, 1 degree is equal to 60 minute, and the symbol for minute we will write in this way, 60 minute. This dash which I wrote, that is the symbol for minute. So 1 degree is equal to 60 minute. And as in clock we are knowing 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? 60 seconds. So that concept also we are going to use here now. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. And we know the symbol for minute is this way. So we can write in this way. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. We will represent in this way. 2 dash there. Okay. Seconds will be represented by 2 dash. So first one is 1 degree is equal to 60 minute. 1 degree is equal to 60 minute, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So if we have to convert minute into degree, what we will do? 60 minute is equal to 1 degree. 60 minute is equal to 1 degree. Then what will be 1 minute? What will be 1 minute? That will be equal to, we have to shift degree as this minute to right hand side. So it will be equal to 1 by 60 degree. 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 degree. So just all of you, don't write all the things. You just write this one. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. And this is the symbol which we are going to use for minute. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Written? Okay. Now we'll study about the new system for measuring the angles, that is radian system. So write down there, put the heading radian system or radian measure. radian measure. So first all of you just write down the definition and then I will explain you about radian. Okay, just write down 1 radian, 1 radian, 1 radian, and it will be denoted, radian will be denoted by this symbol there, huh? Just to check the symbol, 1 radian. Now write down the definition. 1 radian is defined, 1 radian is defined as an angle, 1 radian is defined as an angle made by an arc of 1 radian is defined as an angle made by an arc of length 1 unit, made by an arc of length 1 unit, made by an arc of length 1 unit in a unit circle, made by an arc of length 1 unit in a unit circle at the center. At the center. 1 radian is defined, 1 radian is defined as the angle made by an arc of length 1 unit in a unit circle at the center. Definition written. Now we will check what the definition says there. First, the definition says in a unit circle. In a unit circle means we have to take a circle whose radius is 1 unit. We have to take a circle whose radius is 1 unit. So suppose I have taken a circle in this way whose radius is 1 unit. So this is the center of the circle. Now the definition says 1 radian is defined as the angle made by an arc of length 1 unit. So first what we will do, we will select an arc. So suppose I have selected an arc AB whose length is 1 centimeter. And radius also, at present our radius is equal to 1 centimeter. So in a circle of radius 1 centimeter, we have taken an arc of length 1 centimeter only. Now if I will join these 2 points with the center, A and B I have joined with the center. Now when I joined at the center, an angle is formed here. That angle is defined as 1 radian. So 1 radian is an angle which is made by an arc of length 1 centimeter in a unit circle. In a unit circle means its radius is also is equal to 1. So I have taken the length of the arc AB as 1 centimeter. Now suppose I am taking another arc whose length is 3 centimeter. BC is equal to 3 centimeter. Then the angle made by these 2 arc at the center. So already B and O are joined. I am joining C and O also. So angle BOC. This is the angle which is made by the arc BC at the center. And what is the length of the arc BC? 3 centimeter. Correct? So according to the definition of 1 radian, this measurement will be equal to 3 radian. Correct? Clear? Okay. Now suppose I am starting with the point C and I am moving in this way. I am moving in this way and I am taking the whole length of this circle there. So what will be the angle made? Now I am rotating in this way and I am moving full from starting with C and I am ending with C only. So according to the definition, angle at the center will be equal to what? Will be equal to the length of the arc. Angle at the center will be equal to the length of the arc. So I started with C and my ending point is also C. So what will be the length of that arc? Length of the arc will be equal to the circumference of the circle. And the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. And what is our radius here? 1 centimeter. So it will be equal to 2 pi into 1. So angle at the center will be equal to 2 pi. So when you are rotating this one, we are moving in this way. So we are saying angle at the center is equal to 2 pi. But we know we are rotating around the point O. So angle around a point O is equal to how much? Is equal to 360 degree. Write down there. But angle around O. But angle around O. Angle around the point O is equal to 360 degree. This we studied in lower 9th classes, 10th classes. Angle around a point is equal to 360 degree. But we are getting here angle at the center is equal to 2 pi. Then from these two what we can say? 360 degree is equal to 2 pi. If nothing is written, this is pi radian, okay? Because this is the radian system which we have drawn there. So we are getting here 360 degree is equal to 2 pi. So if I will shift 2 here, it will be divided there. So 360 by 2 is equal to pi radian. So what will come here? 180 degree is equal to pi radian. 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So this is the relation to convert degree into radian or radian into degree. So now we have two systems to measure the angle there. One is degree measure and other is radian measure. And mostly in the whole textbook now, whenever we will write the angles, we'll write in radian measure, not in degree measure. So this is the formula to convert radian into degree and degree into radian. So this is the first formula. Okay. Now one more thing there. At present we have taken the radius of the circle as 1 unit there. So suppose instead of 1 we have taken a circle of radius r unit. Okay. And O we will take as the center. So we know according to the formula, angle at the center will be equal to length of this arc there, the whole length. Correct? So if I am starting with A and ending with A only, so angle at the center I am taking as theta there. Angle at the center will be equal to 2 pi r by definition of 1 radian there. So just write down there, if length of the arc, if length of the arc is 2 pi r, if length of the arc is 2 pi r, then angle at the center, theta I am taking, angle at the center, theta is equal to, if the length is equal to 2 pi r means we are moving full length. So that will be equal to 360 degree when length of the arc is 2 pi r. Correct? Then angle at the center is 360 degree. Now I am taking, if length of the arc, L I am writing for length. If you want you can write full. If length of the arc is 1 unit, then what will be the angle at the center? Angle at the center. We have taken, if the length of the arc is 2 pi r, then angle at the center is 360 degree. Just relate this one with the daily life. Cost of 5 chocolates is 10 rupees. Then what will be the cost of 1 chocolate? What will be? 2 rupees. How we did? We did 10 by 5. In the same way, when length of the arc is equal to 2 pi r, then angle at the center is 360 degree. So when length of the arc is 1 unit, then angle at the center will be equal to 360 by 2 pi r. Correct? Now we will write, if length of the arc is L unit, then what will be the angle at the center? Angle at the center theta is equal to, again, if cost of one chocolate is 5 rupees, then what will be the cost of 5 chocolates? 25 rupees. How we will do? 5 into 5. In the same way, if the length of the arc is 1 unit, then angle at the center is 360 by 2 pi r. So if length of the arc is L unit, then angle at the center will be equal to 360 by 2 pi r into L. Correct? And in the previous one we wrote 360 degree is equal to 2 pi, and 360 and 2 pi are same. So these two will get cancelled. We will get there theta is equal to L by R. So this is the relation there, where theta is the angle made by an arc of length L unit and R is the radius of the circle. So whenever you are using this formula, remember one thing, theta should be given in radian only. Okay. So if theta is given in degree, first you should convert into radian. And whenever we are using this formula to find out the angle, that will be in radian. So two things we studied today. What are the two things we studied? First we studied pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. And one more thing we studied, that is theta is equal to L by R. So we'll solve some question based on these two formulas. Clear? So all of you can check. The first question is convert into radian measure, and in that first angle is 120 degree. So now we have to convert 120 degree into radian. So first we will write down the relation which we have. What relation we have? We have 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So when you will solve the question, radian you don't have to write. At last we will write there. So this is the relation which we have. 180 degree is equal to pi. Okay. So if 180 degree is equal to pi, what will be 1 degree? What will be 1 degree? 1 degree will be equal to, obviously we'll shift 180 to right hand side. So it will go to denominator. So that will be equal to pi by 180. Okay. 180 degree is equal to pi. So 1 degree will be equal to pi by 180. What we have to find out? We have to find out the measurement of 120 degree. So just write down now. 120 degree will be equal to, if 1 degree is equal to pi by 180, then what will be 120 degree? Same concept. If cost of one chocolate is 2 rupees, then what will be the cost of 5 chocolates? Obviously 2 into 5. In the same way, 1 degree is equal to pi by 180. Then 120 degree will be equal to pi by 180 into 120. Now if cancellation is possible, we can cancel it. Here we'll get 6 2s are 12. 6 3s are 18. That much only will come. So it will be equal to 2 pi by 3. Now you can write radian. So whenever pi is used means that is given in radian system. So 120 degree is equal to 2 pi by 3 radian. And it is easy for you to, 180 degree is equal to pi. So whenever you are seeing 180 degree, just write down it is equal to pi. So if you know this one, any other angle you can calculate. Now this one I have explained, just simple. Some simple questions we can do. If 180 degree is equal to pi, then what will be 90 degree? 90 is half of 180 degree. So obviously 90 will be equal to pi by 2, because now all the angles we will do in terms of pi only. So 90 degree is equal to pi by 2. How we will represent 60 degree? 60 degree, how it will come? You just check what is the relation in 60 and 180. 60 into 3 only 180. Correct? So 180 by 3 only will come 60. 60 degree is 180 by 3. And 180 degree is what? Pi. So 60 degree will be equal to pi by 3. So in this way we can find out the angles. So first one we did. Now second question, minus 37 degree 20 minutes. Second question is minus 37 degree 20 minutes. Now here, this negative doesn't mean that 37 is a negative number. These negative signs indicate that the angle is negative. Correct? Not necessary that this number is negative. Not. We are moving in clockwise direction. That is the meaning. Okay. It's not that this is minus 37 degree. Minus you keep aside when you are doing the calculation. Okay. Now here we have 37 degree and 20 minutes. And means plus. Plus 20 minutes we have. So first to do the calculation, units should be same only. So 20 minute we have to convert into degree. What we wrote the relation? 1 degree is equal to how many minutes? 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Correct? So to convert minute into degree, what we will do? From here we are getting 60 minutes is equal to 1 degree. Then what will be 1 minute is equal to? 1 minute will be equal to 1 by 60 degree. So similarly 20 minute will be equal to 20 by 60 degree. So 20 by 60 we can cancel. So that will come 1 by 3. So I am going to write here, this is equal to 37 degree plus. This one you can write somewhere, how we are getting this result there. So this will be equal to 20 by 60 degree. So now this got cancelled and we are getting 1 by 3. So now we are getting here 37 plus 1 by 3 degree. 37 and 1 by 3 we can do the cross multiplication. Then it will be equal to 3 sevens are 21. Carry over 2. 3 threes are 9 plus 2. 11. 111 plus 1 by 3. So that will be equal to 112 by 3 degree. At present we haven't converted into radian. We just calculated in degree. So minus sign, let it be as it is there. So we are getting here 112 by 3 degree. 112 by 3 degree we got. Now again we'll write the relation. What is the relation we have? 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So again from here 1 degree will be equal to pi by 180. So 112 by 3 degree will be equal to 112 by 3 into pi by 180. 112 by 3 into pi by 180. Just to check if any cancellation is possible. It is divisible by 7. But this number is not divisible by 7. So I think a cancellation, we can cancel it by 4. 80 is divisible by 4 and 12 also divisible by 4. So we can cancel it by 4. If cancellation is possible, you should cancel it. What will come here? 4 2s are 8. So 11 minus 8, 3. So 32 will come. So 4 8s are 32. Here what will come? 4 4s are 16. 18 minus 16, 2. So 4 5s are. Correct? Now I think it will not get cancelled. Okay. So remaining is 28 pi by 3 5s are 15. Carry over 1. 3 4s are 12 plus 1, 13. 28 pi by 135 radian. At last you can write down the radian. So I think this one is clear to you, how to convert degree into radian. Now next we will do how to convert radian into degree. So write down, the second question is convert into degree measure. Convert into degree measure. Now it will be given into radian and we'll convert it into degree. So write down the first one, minus 6. In the previous one, at last our angle was given negative. So write down negative there. I think we got the answer 28 pi by 135. So write down there minus because our question is negative. Okay, you all will do that one? Yes. Now next question is convert into degree measure and it is given -6. The first one is -6 means it is given -6 radian. Now we have to convert it into degree. Now we will check how to convert. Again, what is the relation? Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. So from here, what will be 1 radian will come? 1 radian will be equal to 180 by pi degree. So 6 radian, -6 if you want, you can write down. -6 radian will be equal to -6 into 180 by pi. But angles, when we are writing, we are not writing in this way. In degrees, we will not write. So now what we have to do here, we have to convert. We will take here pi is equal to 22 by 7 because degree should not come in terms of pi. So -6 into 180 by 22 by 7. So when we will change the division into multiplication, we will take the reciprocal of 22 by 7. So 7 will go to numerator. So it will be equal to -6 into, don't take that negative sign in calculation there. 6 into 180 into 7 by 22. Now if cancellation is possible, we will cancel it. I think it is divisible there. 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are. Now it is not divisible, so we can multiply here. 180 into 3, that will be equal to 540 into 7 by 11. So it will be equal to -0. 7 4s are 28. Carry over 2. 7 5s are 35. Plus 2 will be equal to 37. Correct? 0. 7 4s are 28. Carry over 2. 7 5s are 35 plus 2 is 37 by 11 degree. Correct? But normally angles we are not writing in this way. We know each degree is divided into minute, then minute is divided into seconds. Now we are going to do how to convert into minutes and seconds. So for that, what you will do, divide the given number by 11. So I am showing you the division here. 3780, I am dividing it by 11. So what will come first? 11 3s are 33. 7 minus 3, 4. Then 8 will come. Then 11 4s are 44. Then 8 minus 4, 4. 0 will come. 11 3s are 33. So here it will be equal to 10 minus 3, 7. So we are getting here 340 as quotient, 7 as remainder and 11 is our divisor. So when we are writing in mixed fraction, we are writing in this way only. First we are writing the quotient. So that is equal to 343 degree. It is complete there. 343 degree. What is the remaining part we have? We have 7 by 11. So here we will write 7 by 11 degree we have here. 7 by 11. But degree we are not writing in fractions there. So now we know 1 degree. Again degree is divided into so many parts there. 1 degree is equal to how much? 60 minutes there. So in the same way 7 by 11 degree will be equal to 7 by 11 degree will be equal to 7 by 11 into 60 minutes. So now I am going to convert into minutes there. So write down here 343 degree and 7 by 11 into 60 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Therefore, 7 by 11 degree will be equal to 7 by 11 into 60 minutes. So here cancellation is not possible. So again we will multiply and write down. What will come? 7 6 are 42. So we are getting here 420 by 11 minute. So again we will divide that 420 by 11. So what will come? 420 by 11. 420 dividing by 11. 11 3s are 33. So 12 minus 3, 9. This will get cancelled. Now here it will come 9. So 11 8s are. 11 8s are is 88. So 10 minus 8, 2. So again what we are getting here? We are getting 38 as our quotient. So we will write here 343 degree. 420 by 11 when we did, we are getting 38 as quotient. So 38 minutes and remaining is 2 by 11 minute. And as we know, minute also can be converted into seconds. So now that how we will do. Again, 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? 60 seconds. So therefore, 2 by 11 minute will be equal to 2 by 11 into 60. So that concept I am going to use here now. 343 degree, 38 minutes, 2 by 11. Now I am converting into seconds. So I am multiplying it by 60. So it will be equal to 2 by 11 into 60 seconds. So 343 degree, 38 minutes. And here it will be equal to 120 by 11 seconds. So 343 degree, 38 minutes. 38 minutes. Now 120 by 11 again we can check what will come. 120 by 11. 11 ones are 11. Again. Yes, what will come? 10 is smaller than 11. So what we will do? We will put 1 0 there and then 1 decimal sign there. So approximately what we are getting there? 10 point something. Now after 1 second is equal to how much, that we don't know. So again we are not going to do the division. We will write the approximate value, that is equal to 10 seconds. So minus 6 radian, it will be equal to minus 343 degree, 38 minutes and 10 seconds. So I think this question is clear to you. This type of question when you will do practice, then only it will be clear. Okay. So next question is 22 by 15. We have to convert into degree. Okay. Second is 22 by 15 radian is given. We have to convert into degree. Write down the relation. We have pi radian is equal to 180 degree. So from here 1 radian will be equal to 180 by pi. So therefore 22 by 15 radian will be equal to 180 by pi into 22 by 15. Now in place of pi what we will use? 22 by 7. So it will be equal to 187 will go to denominator. So that I am writing directly 22 into 22 by 15. So if anything is cancelled, you can cancel it. These two will get cancelled. 15 and 180 also we can cancel. 15 ones are 15. 15 ones are 15. Then 8 minus 5, 3. So 15 twos are is 30. And 12 into 7 how much? 12 sevens are 84. So 22 by 15 radian is equal to 84 degree. Okay. One more question we will do. Write down 17 pi by 6. Third question is 17 pi by 6. Question number 3. 17 pi by 6 radian. Again, write down the relation there. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, 1 radian will be equal to 180 by pi degree. So, from here what we can say, 17 pi by 6 radian will be equal to 180 by pi into 17 pi by 6. So, here again pi and pi will get cancelled. 6 and 180 also we can cancel. So, our angle will be equal to 17 into 0, 0. 17 threes is 51. So, 17 pi by 6 is equal to 510 degree. So, I think conversion in radian and degree is clear to you. Okay, so now we will do some questions based on the application of this one. Third question is, just write down the question. Find the radius of a circle. Find the radius of a circle in which a central angle of 60 degree. Find the radius of a circle in which a central angle of 60 degree intercepts. 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 Intercepts an arc of length 37.4 centimeter. 37.4 centimeter. Once again I am repeating, find the radius of a circle in which a central angle of 60 degree. So theta is equal to 60 degree is given. Intercept an arc of length. Length of the arc is given 37.4 centimeter. Radius we have to calculate. So theta is given, L is given. The relation we have, theta is equal to L by R. But to use that relation, theta should be given into radian. So first what we will do, we will convert theta into radian. So again we have to convert degree into radian. 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radian. So 60 degree will be equal to 60 into pi by 180 radian. So it will get cancelled. So we know 60 degree is equal to now pi by 3. We'll remember in this way only. 60 degree means that is equal to pi by 3. Just to check, when you will divide 180 by 60, what will come? That will come in denominator. So 60 degree can be written as pi by 3 now. Now the relation we have, theta is equal to L by R. Now we will substitute the value. What we have in place of theta? Pi by 3. And our length of the arc is 37.4 centimeter by R. Now what we will do? We will do the cross multiplication. Then we will get R pi is equal to 37.4 into 3. Now we will shift to pi to pi means that is 22 by 7 is equal to 37.4 into 3. Now we can shift 22 by 7 to right hand side. So it will be equal to R is equal to 37.4 into 3 into 7 by 22. Now if you have any problem in doing in decimal, we can convert the decimal here. We can remove the decimal. To remove the decimal, by which number we should multiply? Yes, after the decimal we have only one digit there. So it should be multiplied by 10. So 37.4 into 10 will be equal to 374 into 3 into 7 by 22 into 10 we have. Now we can check whether we can cancel anything. 22 is divisible by 11. 374 also I think divisible by 11. Okay, so we can divide it by 11. 11 2s are 22. 11 3s are 33. 7 minus 3, 4. So 11 4s are. Again it is divisible by 2. So we can divide it by 2. So it will be equal to 17. So we are getting here 17 into 3 into 7 by 10. Now you can do the calculation and write down what will be the radius. This I am leaving it for you. This concept is clear. Next question is, find the angle in radian. Find the angle in radian through which a pendulum swings if its length is 60 centimeter. Length of the pendulum is given 60 centimeter. Length of the pendulum is 60 centimeter and the tip describes an arc of length 15 centimeter. The tip describes an arc of length 15 centimeter. All have seen a pendulum there? Okay. So the pendulum is moving in this way only. Physics you might have seen the pendulum, it will move in this way, correct? So what is given in the question? Find the angle in radian through which a pendulum swings if its length is 60 centimeter. So the length which we are talking about, that in case of swings, that length will become the radius, correct? So radius is equal to 60 centimeter is given, and they are saying its tip. Tip means end point, describes an arc of length 15 centimeter. So length of the arc is given 15 centimeter. What we have to find? We have to find theta. So formula we have theta is equal to L by R. Just to substitute there. 15 by 60. We can cancel the term 15 ones are 15 fours are. So we got the answer. Theta is equal to 1 by 4 radian. Whenever we are using this formula, that theta is in radian. This question is clear? Okay. So now next question is question number 5. Here I am writing. In a circle of diameter 60 centimeter, the length of the chord, just to write down, in a circle of diameter 60 centimeter, the length of the chord is 30 centimeter. A chord is there whose length is 30 centimeter. Find the length of the minor arc of the chord. Find the length of the minor arc of the chord. Question written in a circle of diameter 60 centimeter. So I am drawing the diagram there now. A circle is there whose diameter is 60 centimeter. So what will be the radius? Yes, radius will be equal to 30 centimeter. And find the length of the minor arc of the chord they asked. And the length of the chord is given 30 centimeter. So I am taking a chord whose length is 30 centimeter. Okay. Length of the minor arc means we have to find the length of this one. Correct? Huh? So I am joining these two from the center. OA and OB. Okay. What is OA? Radius. How much is given radius? 30 centimeter. OB also is equal to 30 centimeter. All sides are equal. Then which type of triangle this one? Equilateral triangle. And in equilateral triangle, what is the measurement of each angle in an equilateral triangle? All the angles are equal to 60 degree. So angle at the center, this angle is given 60 degrees. So we have here theta is equal to 60 degree and radius is equal to 30 centimeter. So by this formula, theta is equal to L by R. We can calculate the length of the arc also. So just before calculating, theta should be converted into radian. So already in previous one we converted 60 degree into radian. So I am writing directly 60 degree means that is pi by 3 radian. Simple method is 60 degree. Just divide. 180 means that is pi. 60 pi by 3. So now formula is theta is equal to L by R. Substitute the value. Theta how much? Pi by 3 is equal to L by radius how much? 30. So radius is equal to 30. So now shift 30 to left hand side. Shift 30 to left hand side. So it will be equal to pi by 3 into 30 is equal to L. These two we can cancel. So answer is length of the arc is 10 pi centimeter. Clear? Okay. So now next question is question number 6. A wheel makes 420 revolutions in 1 minute. A wheel makes 420 revolutions in 1 minute. Through how many radian does it turn in 1 second? Through how many radian does it turn in 1 second? It is asked a wheel makes 420 revolution in 1 minute. In 1 minute, it is making 420 revolution. Correct? So 420 times it is revolving around the wheel in 1 minute. So first we have to find out what will be the angle made. Correct? Angle made we have to find out. So 1 revolution. If we are moving in 1 revolution means we will move till here. So distance covered in 1 revolution, that is equal to 2 pi r, circumference of the circle there, and it is given a wheel makes how many revolution in 1 minute? 420 revolution. Okay, so just write down there, angle made in 1 revolution. Angle made in 1 revolution is equal to how much? In 1 revolution, when you are rotating in this way, 1 revolution, what is the angle made at the center? How much? 360 degree, correct? So angle made in 1 revolution is equal to 360 degree. And how many revolution it is making in 1 minute? 420 revolution. So angle made in 420 revolution. Angle made in 420 revolutions will be equal to 360 into 420. Correct? And this 420 revolution in how many minutes? In 1 minute 420 revolution. Correct? So now we are going to write this angle is coming when the wheel is rotating in 1 minute. Now we have to find out the angle made in 1 second. So this is the angle made in 1 minute. Correct? So just write down in this way now. Angle made in 1 minute. 1 minute means how many seconds? 60 seconds. Angle made in 60 seconds is equal to 360 into 420. What will be the angle made in 1 second? Angle made in 1 second will be equal to 1 second will be equal to 360 into 420 by 360 into 420 by by 60. Correct? Now what we will do? We will cancel the terms there. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 7, 6 sevens are 42. So it will be equal to 360 into 7 degree. At present, if you want, you can multiply. Otherwise, you can leave here also. At present, it is given in degree, but we have to find in radian there. So again, we can convert this degree into radian. What is the formula? 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So therefore, 1 degree will be equal to pi by 180. So 360 into 7 degree will be equal to pi by 180 into 360 into 7. So we can cancel here only. These two will get cancelled. 18 twos is 36. So it will be equal to 7 twos are 14 pi. So angle made in 1 second is equal to 14 pi radian. So these questions are clear to you. Okay. So one more question we will do. It is question is, write down the question. If the arc of length, if the arcs of same length in two circles, if the arcs of same length of the arc is same in two circles. So I am writing in this way, circle 1, circle 2. If the arc of same length of the arc is same, so I am taking as L. If the arc of same length in two circles subtend angles 65 degree and 110 degree at the center. Angles are different. So here we have angle theta 1 65 degree and here we can take as theta 2 110 degree. 65 degree and 110 degree at the center. Find the ratio of their radii. We have to find the ratio. We don't have to find the radius there. We have to find the ratio of their radii. So suppose this one I am taking as R1 and this one I am taking as R2. So these are the things given there. We have to find the ratio of their radii, means we have to find what will be R1 by R2. That much only we need there. So what is the relation we have? We know theta is equal to L by R. Correct? So from here direct R1 by R2 can we do? So from here if I have to calculate the radius, how I will do? First I will shift the radius to left hand side. Then it will be equal to theta into R is equal to L. So from here we will get R is equal to L by theta. Correct? So for the first circle, what will be? R1 will be equal to L by theta 1. Correct? And for the second circle, we will get R2 is equal to L by theta 2. So we are getting R1 is equal to L by theta 1, R2 is equal to L by theta 2. Now what we want? We want R1 by R2. Now we will divide there. What will come? R1 by R2 will be equal to, in place of R1 we have L by theta 1 divided by L by theta 2. Now we will change the division into multiplication. So L by theta 1 into, we'll take the reciprocal, theta 2 by L. So L and L will get cancelled there. What is the value of theta 2 we have? 110 degree. So 110 by 65. We can cancel, both are divisible by 5. So cancel it by 5. So it will be equal to 5 2s are 10. Again 5 2s are 10. Here we will get 5 1s are and then 5 3s are. So R1 by R2 is equal to 22 by 13. This question is clear to you? Don't do any calculations there. You can directly do in this way. So all of you check the question there once again. If you have any doubt, you can ask and note down your homework. Your homework will be exercise 3.1. Exercise 3.1, all questions you can do. Thank you.